Hello and welcome back to Infinifactory. If this is all that there is, then we are on the final episode, Aerial Combat Shuttle. Don't know what the game has in store for me, but just what they're showing me, it looks like we're done as soon as we figure out how to construct this shuttle. And it looks like several inputs. Wouldn't have expected anything less. And there's your output. 12 main blocks, 2 blue, 2 thruster, and 6 pylons. Gonna be some welding here. There he is. There wasn't a guy on the last one.
Hello? Is this a radio? Can anyone hear me? Where am I? There must be someone out here. Please? Hello? If you can hear me, please say something. Please.
My idea right now is just have these come in. We'll see what we have to do with them after that. But for now, we just want them coming in. Like, I'm wondering, can we just... have these wait like so. I don't know where we're gonna weld it. Maybe we don't need that to happen. Let's see the rate at which these come. They're coming at a reasonable rate, so... I think the best thing to do... I feel like it's a lot easier this way. Not efficient at all, but reasonable. Ah, missed it. Try that again. Yep, that'll do that. Okay. That's nice, except it's facing the wrong direction, which is not cool. So, instead, I'm about to change this entire thing. Everything I just thought, I'm going to change. So, isn't that nice? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, shoot. I would rather... it work like that, I think. Whoops. Whoopsie. Alright, so, comes out, it's welded together, gets pushed along, that's fine. That whole thing's fine. Nice. I wonder if it matters which way those blocks are facing. Even if it does, they're actually facing the correct direction. So that's nice. And now it's just a matter of turning them. Let's run that one more time. I want to see how tight that timing is. Okay, it shouldn't be a problem, really. I mean, we put a 9 here, we put a 9 there. And then a 7 there. Like, that really should be fine. as far as that's concerned. Whoops. Well, I did that part right, but I had him. I had the conveyor on the wrong side. Alright, that's fine as far as I'm concerned. And now, what I'm thinking here is to put welders like that. To put them together. That's my idea there. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But those are now together. If there's a problem, it's the getting the rest of the shuttle here before the next thruster comes out. We got 8 pylons and we got a shitload of these. Alright, that's good. Am I missing anything? Is it just the 4 blocks? It is. Okay, cool. So now let's work about getting this thing together. And I'm thinking we'll just do that to the end with a little sensor boy there. Let's see how fast this runs. Not that fast, actually. Okay. Unexpected. Okay, I only want this to go as far as it needs to. So if I put the sensor here, I can push it out immediately. Okay. So that's the plan. Sensor here. And I actually want to turn that just so it stays out of the way. And we'll turn that like that, and then we'll go over the top for the push block. Beautiful. And then we're going to bring this down. And this is going to be a very old-fashioned design. Okay, a couple problems. They're not getting turned is problem A. That's not a huge problem. I think they're also too close together. I think that needs to be changed for sure. Can I do it in here? This would be a huge savior on space. If I can pull this the way I want to. Huge if, I understand, but this could be pretty significant. You know what would be nicer? If I can twist them once they get off of there. That would be fantastic. Well, no, do I have to? No, I don't actually want to twist them. I don't actually want to twist them. So forget about that. They get set out evenly. Beautiful. So now it's a matter of putting the center unit together and then getting it welded to those pylons, and then it needs to come up here and get welded to this thing. Okay. Man, oh man. This is gonna be a big one right here. It's just 2 layers of 6, okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm nervous about this part. This part seems very difficult. They're coming out with 2 spaces between. I could cut it into 4s. Which may be the way to go. Let's give that a shot. Let's try cutting it into 4s. And just see how that goes for us. You and I both know conduit doesn't work that way. Come on. Give me that. Okay, that should do the job. I think we're going to do the same sort of thing here that we were doing elsewhere. That's good. That's good so far. Might be asking a little much here, but we're gonna try it like this and see what the game wants to give me. Come on. Okay, it's working. There's a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. I can live with a little bit of a delay. The problem right now is that the pylons are already done and we're just waiting for these to get into place. That's not a huge problem, of course, but it does feel like a little bit of a problem. Whoops. Oh, what a silly plank that is. Alright. So I think we just built a little landing pad here. And start figuring out how these are going to get into place. Alright. So those all drop, and it's fantastic. This thing's already ahead. So, like, maybe, I mean, this could just be throw a huge delay on it. And that's probably what it ends up being. But we'll worry about that a little bit later. Let's finish what we're doing here. Okay, I think the first thing I want to do is turn that. Just to hopefully give myself a little bit of extra room. Oh, God damn it. Of course that doesn't work the way I want it to. I want room near the landing pad. Son of a bitch. Alright, never mind. Never fucking mind. Just do what you were doing. Well, hold up. Okay, so there. That'll fix that. And now we have more space. Maybe I end up raising that line in the air so we have even more space around the board, but for now, that's that. So, there's a couple things I want to see. First off, this all needs to be welded together. But that can mostly be done actually, I think that can almost all be done, which is a huge welder right here. Just do that, and that should weld all that shit together. Yeah, that does that perfectly. Now, we throw a little sensor bro in here. With a push bro in there. Out, out. Spin. Damn it. What happened? What happened? Okay, you come down. Oh, you're getting jammed by the pusher. That's... Oh, no, you're not. You're not getting jammed by that. Come in. You got welded together there. Which is a problem. But not a huge one, really. It's really not that big of a problem. Tell you what, let's go ahead and move these further down the line. Let's take that sensor out of there for now. Now, we do want to fucking spin these things. That was something we talked about a while ago, but we didn't actually want it to happen back then, but now we do. Let's try it like that. See how that functions for me. Oh, no spinning? Surprising, actually. It's actually quite surprising. Let's see. Let's do... that? Okay, that works. This one's facing the wrong direction, so I know that's not going to work. Let's see if it functions now. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So this whole thing can be eliminated. Alright, so, hold up, let me do it like that. Alright, let's see how this actually goes. It immediately spins. Nice. Coming back. Okay, that's stuck. Okay, so let's... change it like that. That's really close. Alright, let's give that a shot, and then, I mean, I guess you've got to come in too. What the hell happened? Oh, what the fuck just happened? Too tight. Alright. Coming in. You're here. Alright, you're cool. This is jamming up here, but that's alright. We know that. And that sensor is pushing this bad boy out. Okay. He spins. That's beautiful. And so what we need, he needs to go... Alright, the problem right now is that this one's falling in. Or they're both falling in. Which means that we can't use overhead welders, and we need overhead welders. So we're going to do that for him. That for you, and we'll figure out the sensor. It's going to end up being an overhead sensor as well, but okay. So well, maybe not. Maybe not an overhead sensor. Maybe maybe the sensor sits right there. Nothing wrong with that, I don't think. And then what do we need? We need it to come in. It needs to get 2 blocks in before it welds. So there, I think, is what we want. Let's try it. Let's see if it functions. I think that's what we want. And then I think we're going to have to immediately push it up. Okay, that's chilling and welded. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, cool. Let's put 1 more of those. Nice. Alright, cool. And basically, it's going to be block sensor and then a push right beside it. And then we'll go another air right here. So, boop. And then over here, it's going to be block sensor. Conduit, push. Okay. Wait for this. Beautiful. Okay, we need to blow it again, so let's put a lifter right here. Along with sensor, a little bit of conduit, and a pusher. And actually I'm thinking, let's reverse those. Let's put that there. Sensor, conduit, pusher. Okay. Up. Nice. Alright. I think it needs to be pushed up. I think it needs 1 more lifter, actually. I could either do 1 more lifter Or I could pretty much raise everything here up by 1. And I think the lifter is the easier of the solutions. So I think that's what we're doing. So, block lifter. And somewhere out here we're gonna need. Don't know exactly where I need this one, but let's hope we can do it there and not have to worry too much about it. It's probably sticking too far out. I'm almost 100% sure that's sticking too far out. Yep. What? Oh shit. Okay. What an odd problem that was, but made perfect sense. I'm not arguing it, but alright, let's go ahead and put. Alright, the delay's there. I mean, this needs to be a really intense delay. We might have an opportunity here. I want to see something. If we could have those units wait. I'm kind of changing everything right now, but this could be awesome, what I'm thinking right now. That's there. Does the other... No. The other one does not get here fast enough. So we still need... We still need to add a delay to this. That is there. Right there, right now. And the other piece is not here yet. So, we can figure this out. This can be a final welding station right here. We just need... vertical welders here. And welders otherwise here. Okay. This may be too much of a delay. We'll see. Oh, that's actually... that delay's fine, actually. And then that gets welded together, and really all we need to do now... I think... I can't put the push block here because it'll block it. But, hold up. If I turn it early and use this same belt to push it on the line, that should fix the problem. That should no longer be an issue. So, pusher here, conduit wraps around, sensor there. That should get the whole thing together, and then we just need to put it in position. That drops in, that drops in, this comes up, it's all welded together. Sensor needs to be pushed out one more block. Ugh. I think we've got this, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got this. Okay, that pushed it out. That's nice, but... well... let's put that there. Nothing comes in there, right? You sit there, you sit there. There's a gap. Yeah, there's a fucking gap there. Okay, cool. So now, you come out one, you blow it up, boom. Pause. This is a fully formed unit. This is a fully formed unit right here. So we need two down, I think. overhead sensor, conduit, push bar. Let's make sure that works. A lot of little tests here. Boom, beautiful. Don't know how it's still staying up in the air, but that's alright, I guess. Okay, and then right here, we're gonna come out. Right here. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna try to spin the thing. Don't know how that's gonna function. Hopefully nice and kind for me. Okay, that's in place. It won't spin. Why won't you spin? Alright, well, we can live with this for a minute. Let's go a bit forward. Now will you spin? Like, I don't know why it wasn't spinning in the first place. Come down. Spin, you fucker. You son of a bitch. Why won't you spin? Oh, it's too low. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can fix that. Now will you spin, please? Gosh darn it. I'm hoping got it, but there's been a lot of almost got it in this mission, so let's not get too optimistic here. Alright, it spun. It fucking spun, and it drops, and it's actually in position. It's actually lined up, and we just need to add that conveyor, and we've got it. We've actually got it. So let's do this damn talk through. We've got 4 different elements here. And a lot of shit going on. This is pretty simple. We need these 2 thruster components. One comes out and waits at a welder. The second one comes out, they get welded together, and they move along the line. Huge delay on that. Eventually coming to another welding system where it will just wait. Okay? That's component number 1. Component number 2 is these little blocks. I'm not really sure what these are, but they come up, they hit a blower. Honestly, they probably don't need to do that. They definitely don't need to do that. They don't need this lifter at all. But that's what we've got, and I'm not going to change it now. Or will I? Maybe. Maybe I'll change it now. But I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it. It's fine. It blows up, it hits the sensor, gets pushed out to another waiting system, waiting on the weld. The next one gets pushed in, they get welded together, and they move along. Now, like I said, I could use overhead welders down here, and we don't even need it to blow up like that. So that's what we'll do. That's what we're actually going to do. So, we're going to do a waiter here. Overhead welders there. And again, we're going to have a huge delay on this just because these pieces are so close to the output that they're coming out too fast. So we put a huge delay on it. And eventually, so it sits at the welder, waits for the second piece. Once it gets the second piece, it goes on its way. There's your thruster. Oh, not enough delay on it actually. Try that again. Could have taken delay off the other one, but that's alright. We're good. Okay. Goes down on this huge delay, comes back, there's your thruster. It's still tight, but boom, the thruster gets there just in time. Thruster gets pushed down into the welder. That piece gets pushed down on top of it. They get welded together. That is that section. Now we have the little pylons, I've been calling them. They come out here. As soon as the first bit hits the sensor, the second bit gets pushed off onto a separate path, and they each go and wait at their own welders until we get a third piece, because these are 3 long. Once the third piece gets there, it's all welded together, and it gets pushed down the line. It spins. This one, same thing. Third piece gets there. It pushes it. It spins. And these guys honestly just move down the line and fall into place at another welding station. The main body is a little more complicated. It's up here. There's a 4 block pusher and a 4 station welder. So the first block gets to there, it pushes the 3 blocks behind it off, and they all sit at the welder. Same thing. And then we get 3. They all will spin in turn, and they will all get pushed off onto their own individual conveyors. As you can see, this one has a little boop right there to adjust it, get it into the building. They come down. This one turns in. They're all just falling down into the welding station. Boop. They're down. They're down. And finally the 4th one hits. And once it finally hits, this second pylon is just about to come into position. And once it does, it triggers a sensor. So once it's in position, it triggers that sensor, and that pushes the main body out. Main body walks out a couple steps, turns, continues walking. Once it gets in 2 spaces, it hits an overhead welder, another welding station. How many freaking welding stations? 6, 7, 8 down here, and 3 more upstairs. So 11 welding stations. It hits that, gets welded to the pylons, comes along, and now hits a long process of getting up. hits this overhead, hits a sensor, gets pushed out, hits a lifter, hits a sensor, gets pushed out, hits a lifter, hits a sensor, and gets pushed out. But on this turn, it's actually getting lifted up into that thruster and block combo that we had earlier. They immediately get welded together, and then this sensor pushes them out, as you know. But now it's all one unit. It gets lifted again, sensor, push it, moves a few tiles, turns, drops, and goes into the output. Beautifully done. Turn, drop. There's a lot going on in this one. I don't even feel like the talk through like really got the point across. That's how much we have going on here. Welded together, big delay. Down here, these guys turning. Waiting on the welder. Waiting on the welder. These four drop in. Welded together. Down, turn, welded together. Big lifter. I really like this elevator system I made here. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. It's straight up, sheer cliff. Really cool. Very happy. Maybe the last puzzle. Took me a good while. Just over an hour, actually. We're at 102:37. So just over an hour to get this built. I don't feel like at any point I was really stumped by it. It was just a matter of getting everything to line up and getting a good timing on things. So, fast forward this bit. This isn't one where I can really look over the whole system, which I like to do, but there you go. Footprint score is terrible. Cycle score on the low side of the average. Block score, terrible. Performance review, please. All right. Whoa.
Hey, stay with me. Good.
Are they healthy?
Yes.
Like an ox, as you say.
I said that once!
They're shooting at us.
Of course they are.
Maneuvering out of strike zone.
Hey, stay with us.
Going.
Come on. Come on.
Gone.
Oh, wow.
Hello, new human. Would you like to touch fingers? How do you say? Shake hands? I am called Removal. I act as a cultural liaison and linguist.
Hey, welcome to the barracks. I'm Dave, the operations engineer.
You're new. I'm Nia. I fight and beat stuff up. Sometimes I build things.
So, we've got another campaign. Okay, well, I suppose I'll see you guys there.